the basics cost. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if culture just sort of adjusted to a setup like that, where people, I mean, we already do look at each other this way, but where people would place maybe more value on um, on people based on how involved they are, like in the community, in the world, like, and maybe just slightly less so. Maybe just slightly less so on maybe slightly less so on income and stuff. But I mean, again, not talking about how it might be if money were eliminated. Just kind of realizing that the way things are headed, it looks like in the coming decades we'll really begin to address those problems around the world. The problems of energy and basic resources like food, water, shelter. Not like other things like oil and stuff, but it looks like, wow, that is a lighthouse. Is that a lighthouse? No, that's definitely not a lighthouse. That's a very bright light. It's hard to see in the camera, but that one light, you can't really see it. It's illuminating the clouds all the way across the water, as if it were maybe it's closer than I think. It's really hard for me to see in this. In any case, so yeah, like I just would have to wonder, you know. Oh, I see. I think it was a plane. There, it's like an aerial vehicle. It's moving now. I actually, you know, in thinking about all this, I actually did try to take a few moments and imagine what it would be like, and I actually found it like too difficult. I actually found it really hard. To actually put myself in in that place, in my imagination, to try and think about like what life would be like for like any average Joe family in a time where people wonder what it must have been like to have to struggle for food, or water, or shelter, or just any basics, you know. Probably medical should be in there too. And you know, I have to assume that people would pursue whatever they wanted in general, you know. I imagine there might be some loafers, but I could see it sort of like being enough. Just to kind of like be looked down upon as a loafer in a society like that. It might be enough, you know, to like get up and make you want to go and do things. But I don't know, I doubt that under those circumstances there's not anyone who wouldn't at the very least live their lives a little bit differently. I don't really but so the main thing though, the main, how do you say, like the main I don't know, like what first pops into my head about a scenario like that though really is that it would collectively free up people's minds. It would sort of raise the standard for probably the minimum stress level anyone would have to really endure on a given day. And I think ultimately I could see a scenario where, I mean, not a scenario actually taking place. You know, it'll probably just happen in patches, though, the way that it's already been happening, where whoever's in the lead advances, and then whoever's straggling eventually picks up and catches up. But yeah, like I wonder what kind of world that would be, like if it would be, you know, like if it would be a fundamentally different place. I think the main thing is just that I assume a lot of people would pursue things that they normally wouldn't be able to. because their time is being occupied uh, mostly by figuring out how to have these basic needs met. Oh. It'd be great to hear what some of you think off of that. Oh, what happened? Something?
I mean, the park is closed every night, 7 o'clock.
Oh, every night? Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. No
But
problem.
you're going to the bus terminal. The last bus is at 9.
Is that 9?
You
Okay.
can probably sit there until the
Until.
last bus.
Okay,
Just
okay.
in this area, though, but the rest, the park and all this is closed.
I didn't know that. Every night at
Every night at
at what time? 7?
Yeah.
Okay,
Except for the terminal. The last bus is at 9, so after 9.
okay. All right, no problem. No, I'm headed to Sack and Save. I'm good. Yeah. I'll see you. I'll see you. Oh. Okay. Oh man. Unfortunately, homelessness is a real issue across America. And having been homeless for the first time in my life, for basically all of 2020, I think maybe my attention is drawn to it just a little. But I mean, I'm also a tech guy. And so I enjoy keeping up with technology. And so probably perhaps having not spent some time homeless, if I had seen a car ad like that, it might have dawned on me about the power, about reusable about reusable resources, sort of coming to a better standard in the coming years, but I might not have thought so much about the aspect of shelter being a basic, being something that we might be coming to a new standard for. But yeah, collectively, I believe that if all that mental space was freed up for everyone all at once, like around the world, not having to worry about food, water, or shelter, or power, it would probably would hopefully would collectively raise the standard for quality. I want to say for, you know, for the human condition and like quality of life. And I want to believe that it would sort of collectively just free up people's minds, free up people's mental space to be able to keep up with other kinds of pursuits, or pursuits not necessarily related to those basic needs. It doesn't account for luxuries, or like, you know, like having getting like a 90-inch like 8K TV or anything like that, but just as far as the basics go. There's some sort of dance studio up here, I think. Roma. Hearing like, is it a dance studio or martial arts? Oh shoot, it's jiu-jitsu. Sometimes they put on music. I assume it would really free up people's minds. You know, not having to worry about those things. And I can't really assume that anything less than something positive would come out of that. Oh shoot, there's a theater there, Palace Theater. So the part that I'd found challenging to think about was how people would spend their time otherwise, you know? Good. You know, like I guess time will tell. Gym. Bubble tea. You can't really see. Wow. Someone just drove up to that homeless man and asked him if he wanted like food from McDonald's. That's definitely the kind of place that Hilo is. That's been my experience so far. Paradise Coffee Roasters. Never been there. Oh yeah, there's all this Hawaiian coffee. That would be cool to try. There's all these Hawaiian coffees. They're a little bit expensive though. But I'll probably send some out. I'll probably send some back home. My mom's a coffee drinker. And so are my brothers, so I think it'll be good. Alright, I'm about to go to the supermarket. And I think I will wrap things up right there. Local supermarket. It's called Sack and Save. I think this is the standard chain. And then KTA is the Japanese chain. And then Island Naturals is like the Whole Foods here on the Big Island. Alright, we'll check in tomorrow.